Let's do it. David, Joe. Find my
Okay,
glasses.
I've already got a. We'll bring this up. Right. Or live.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. AZ right there this morning. All right. Okay. Oh, by the way, my brother ended up in the hospital yesterday again because he's having a lot of problems. His catheter getting blocked and everything. So I guess 1:30 this morning they took him back to the hospital again and they kept him. So I don't know what's going on. So
Wow.
little Mama Laura, Captain Joe, Mr. Skyfly is there this morning. Okay.
Morning.
Hello, Tanya.
How are you?
I'm doing. How are you?
I'm all right. Waking up.
Find my glasses. Up, Joel, Laura. Stupid green screen, I swear.
Unmute. Okay. Am I unmuted?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, I've clicked that mute button a couple of times and there's a delay, I guess.
Yeah.
Osmo Pocket 3, Trevor says, is coming out from DJI.
Yeah, I see that girl that's young or whatever her name is over in China or whatever.
Soon Young or whatever her name is, yeah. She did a video.
Yeah, something just came out. Yeah. Hey, Trevor.
Okay. Laura says she'll be back shortly. Justin, how are you going to handle your sister being gone?
Yeah, really.
I mean, she keeps an eye on you pretty good.
I look devastated.
I don't know if have you heard is she having the kids this weekend or no?
I have no idea.
Now, does she do a live show on Thursdays or no?
Great.
I think it's on Wednesdays. I think she's
Okay.
doing one today too. She said she might do one today again. I thought she was live yesterday, but it turned out it was Rob that was doing the live stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's nice to see Rob back around a little bit, you know? We haven't seen him in quite a while.
He always does that though. He
Hey,
dis- disappears for
Yeah.
3-4 months and comes back.
Well,
Yeah.
you think it's this time of year or?
I don't know. It seems kind of sporadic.
Fire number 2, manage Fox County traffic. Go ahead. Reporting southbound at 12 Dock. No additional blur downbound to the Algoma transport at this time. Your first step down will be at front. Fox County traffic.
Get that ramp done there last night, Paul?
Yeah, I think so, but well, only time's gonna tell whether it's gonna work or not.
Yeah.
Would the last one break or something?
No, she was having trouble getting up into the truck and but I think that I probably should have just kept using the other one and we built a longer ramp, but she doesn't like it because it's narrower. So I don't know. You know, when you try to make things better, then you should have left it alone type of thing, I think.
Might be getting to the point where she's not gonna be able to go with you no more.
Well, that's the other thing that bothers me because
Unless it's like to the vet or something.
Well, I have to have a ramp or some way to get her in and out of the truck. Monday, she's got to go have her toenails trimmed. She's got bird claws toenails, you know, where a dog might have toenails like this. Hers are like this. So when she walks, they
Yeah, she's
go
not
off to
getting
the
enough.
sides. Yeah, exactly.
Well, normally, yeah, if your dog's like has a hard surface to walk on all the time, they'll naturally trim themselves. But
Well, what's
a lot of
happened
dogs
here
being
is
indoors.
they trim her like once a month or so, but it isn't really giving her the kind of trim she needs because the quicks have all grown down into the nails. So they
Right.
take off a little bit of the ends, but it still doesn't whack them back where I think they should be, you know? Trevor wants to know if have you entered the Mini 4 giveaway?
Joe. Welcome to Thursday Morning Tech with Paul. Today we investigate the mute button. Yeah.
Trevor, what are you talking about? The Mini 4 giveaway. Give more details so everybody can understand what you're talking about. The Mini 4 giveaway. I haven't heard about that. Have you, Justin?
Mm-mm. Probably somebody's channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like Dobo or somebody.
I don't know. If I don't go to their channel, if I'm not a supporter of their channel, I don't go there just for a giveaway, like drawings
No, I
and
don't
stuff.
either.
And if it's somebody's show that I'm at all the time and they're doing a giveaway, I'll enter in it. But if it's a show that I don't ever go to, I'm not just gonna show up just Dan's TV giving away a mini 4 in 2 weeks. I don't even know who that is. Dan's TV.
Don't know either. So
Never
he's
heard of that
doing it as a
channel.
promo. He's trying to hype his channel.
Let's see how big his channel is. He's a big channel though. He's got 53,000 subs. But he's not that small. Let's see here. I wonder if he's even I've never heard of this dude.
That channel.
Oh, I gotta show Matt this channel. Hold on, look at this. Look at the title of the dude's channel. Dan's Tube TV. Australia's #1 drone YouTuber.
Oh, Australia.
I'm gonna show that to Matt. That's funny. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, if it's an Australian channel, then I'm sure that everybody in Australia would know about it, wouldn't they?
Not necessarily.
I've never heard anybody like down there talk about it.
I've never heard of this dude or his channel. I've been in the drone community, what, like four years or so now? Almost 5 years. I've never heard of this dude. But that's always possible too. I mean, there's probably a lot of channels out there that you've never heard of. I mean, there's
Oh,
been
yeah,
to-
the millions and millions of people that are on YouTube. Oh, yeah.
I've been to drone channels before, random ones that I've run across, and never saw one name in their chat that I recognize. Just happened to run across their channel. Oh, I don't know, David. He wasn't at their drone meetup, if that's what you're asking. I don't know if I'm sure Dominic probably knows who he is. Matt doesn't really try to like reach out and find new channels though. He just
Tim's never mentioned him either.
well, Tim and Matt don't really seek out new channels. Like they just kind of, if they run into them, they run into them. Dominic though, he's always looking for new people.
Oh
to
yeah,
meet and
Dominic.
stuff,
Dominic's a man on a hunt, isn't he?
so that wouldn't surprise me if he knew who he was. Well, I mean, for the most part, Dominic's still kind of new to the drone community. I mean, he's only been around for say about a year, maybe now.
Fearless
Maybe a
Drone
little bit.
Academy, Trevor says.
Just a tad bit longer, maybe. Matt actually doesn't spend a whole lot of time. You'd be surprised. He doesn't really spend a whole lot of time on YouTube when he's not doing his own stuff. I mean, he does catch up on some people's videos and stuff, people he knows and stuff, but he doesn't spend that much time on YouTube. Matt stays pretty busy when he's not doing his normal YouTube stuff. He's always out doing something. But yeah, I don't really enter contests unless I know the person really well. I just don't feel right doing that because I feel like you're just going to if you're somebody that's not a big because it happens all the time. Like even Bill said the other day, Uncle Bill was talking about his channel. You know, if he was looking at the views on his live stream when we were on his last live, and he was even saying, you know, his old live streams were getting tons of views because they were giving shit away. The minute they kind of stopped doing the giveaways every week, his live stream views went way down. And that's because a lot of people were showing up just for the giveaways. They weren't there to support him. They were just there to get the free shit.
Well, what's that? What's the name of that lady that was giving away all that stuff?
Alexis. That
Alexa.
was the one. That was she was trying to help him out, trying to grow his channel. Like she was being nice and trying to help him out. But like I said, ever since they stopped doing the giveaways, you know, half those people stopped showing up because they were only there to get the free shit, not to really support the channel. They might have gave him a sub because they wanted to, you know, that way they could catch his show every week. But that happens with a lot of people that do those. If you do giveaways all the freaking time like that, people are only going to show up for that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's people that are out there just searching the internet every day for the free giveaways.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of people that do that.
They might even
They're
just search
channel surf.
They might even do a channel search, Justin, where it says giveaway and all the giveaways come up, you know.
But I mean, if you're somebody that supports a channel all the time, by all means, I would say you have every right to enter a giveaway. I just don't feel right going to somebody's channel that I don't ever go to just to do entering a giveaway.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. People can do what they want, but
Yeah.
it's just like, you know, Sarah and them go to, or, you know, everybody knows that Sarah and the kids go to church. I'm not a religious person. I'm on the opposite fence of that. I don't really believe in that stuff. That's just my own beliefs. But they'll still invite me to go to for like dinners and stuff, but I don't ever go because I don't feel like I have the right to go there to get free food or whatever because I'm not there all the time supporting it. So it makes me feel uncomfortable, you know. Even though they're nice enough to invite me and stuff, I just don't feel comfortable doing it. That's why when me and Tim were talking about as my channel grows, eventually I want to do some giveaways, but I want to just do it one random week of the month each month, you know. That way you don't know when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't draw a bunch of people that just want to come in for that, you know, because I'm not doing it every week. But at some point I would like to do that. But I guarantee you, if like next week or this weekend, I told everybody, oh yeah, I'm giving away a mini 2 or mini 4 or mini 3. All of a sudden my chat, I'd probably have 60, 70 people in my chat.
Yeah, exactly.
That were never there before, you know, versus the normal 20 to 30 that always come in, you know, that are there every week and are, you know, to support the channel, the live streams.
There are no additional reported downbound to the Paul Archer Garza and Algoma transport at this time.
Because I'll have people message me sometimes and they'll be like, oh, this channel's doing a giveaway, pop over there. And usually I'll go over and watch it, but I just don't put my name in there. But I'll watch the giveaway, you know, just to see who wins it. Because there are other communities that I kind of semi-involved with outside of the drone community that I pop into their live streams. I'm even on their panels every once in a while. Nunya, what's up, man? Fucking chat froze on me again.
Hey, Nanya.
Nanya, oh, what's happening?
God damn,
Yeah, we
my
haven't heard
chat
from,
froze way back.
When you gonna do a giveaway of spending some money?
Or
What?
says
Hey, I'm broke.
control. What's up, Wedge and Big? Sorry, my chat froze again.
Ugh.
He just gave away a Mini 3 Pro to Australia only, and people bitched in his chat. So that's Mini 4 Flyer. Well, I mean, I kind of don't really blame him. I mean, it's expensive shipping shit like that. But I guess if you're giving away a expensive drone like that, you should be able to afford to ship it. So I was just reading what Laura put in there about the terms and conditions.
Yeah, if you read terms
So
and
you're
conditions,
technically supposed to include everybody, no matter where they
everyone
live.
in every country.
Didn't know that.
Yep. That's why I won't do giveaways.
Uh,
You can also ask them though to pay part for postage.
Well, say, hold on, let me check Messenger Wedge and Big. Oh, that's gross. I'm not even repeating that, Wedge. That is funny though. That is a good idea. I actually haven't been in the server in like 2 or 3 weeks. I haven't really been in there much. I've been pushing the short side more of my channel, trying to just get more watched because it's freaking. I'm actually getting money from my shorts. So I found the analytics of the earning analytics for the shorts, and just last
Yeah.
month I made $28 off my shorts. Off of the ad revenue from them.
I just need people to go and watch my videos. That would be good.
And Matt monetized, so I'm sure he's going to have memberships and shit on his channel. I don't know if he's going to add any of that, but he did monetize. I
need like 1,000 watch hours.
You're at 22. Well, you're at 2,000 and some change or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turn the memberships on.
you're disgusting.
Who woke Wedge and Big up?
Let me see here. I actually got a lot of viewers I got quite a good percentage from India and from the Philippines, surprisingly. My two biggest minority or not minorities, but
Supporters.
outside the US. That's my two biggest viewerships for my shorts.
Yeah, there you go. Russell should be the one giving away drones there. He's got some sitting around there not doing nothing, just like Paul. He's still got 2 Mini 2s and 4 Mini 4s sitting on the shelf, never flown. But now he's only flying a Mini 4.
Oh yeah, if Russell decided he was going to give away 2 or 3 drones over the next month and start a live show, dude, he would blow up overnight. Just as far as getting 60, 70 people.
Yeah, you know, the other
In
day
the
I was
chat.
thinking I kind of miss when I sold the Mini 4, but every once in a while I get nostalgic and think about the Inspires, and I think about all the different drones that I've had over time. But-
Yeah,
my first drone.
The sad part of it is that if you don't fly them, they're no good just sitting on a shelf somewhere.
So in 6 days, I've gotten, or 7 days, I've gotten 40,000 views, 272 hours of watch time, 45 subscribers, and $31 in revenue the past week.
There's my first drone.
Oh yeah. What the heck's that? A spark? No.
There's the little Tello.
Yellow.
It's got a faulty battery, so I can't fly it anymore.
Woo. There you go. That's the only drone I got left.
It'd be all right if it didn't have a faulty battery. I'll still fly it.
What's great about those, they are cool little drones, but you can still get all the stuff for them too. They still sell like batteries, and you can actually still buy them brand new on Amazon. They're not
We're still
expensive
buying
neither.
brand new in our local shops.
Yeah, you can get one on Amazon. Sometimes you can find them as low as like $60, depending on if they're doing sales on them. Kind of makes you wonder because that drone's what, like 4 years old at least, and they're still selling them new. What's up, Corey?
No, it does need charging.
Law is pressing me to register now. Register what, Corey or Nunya? Oh, nice, Russell. That's not bad at all.
Here's a tearjerker for you. This is a story out there from animal control in a county in the east. This dog was abandoned by a lady, and he's sitting there in his like a little cell area, and about to be euthanized.
Do no additional report abound to the, it's on the Agri Pacific Fortitude.
How can people be so freaking cruel?
You got to watch, so Paul. Some of this stuff is just
Here.
bullshit. This dog was in a car accident and all that. Well, same dog all over the country. You know, it was different places and everything else.
You're a friggin' idiot, Wedge. Where?
Yeah, Justin, did you read my message saying I was going live after the call?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't see your message, but I did remember you yesterday. You saying it. No, I haven't gotten any messages from.
Yeah.
It was in, I put it in this chat. Like way further.
Oh,
You must be picking hair out of that pink hair all day long. What does when you dye it so much, doesn't it kill the hair?
No, because I use hair masks that
I just hope you're not doing something that you're going to regret in about 20 years. All of a sudden, you're going to turn bald or something. You
look
know?
what?
hair's hair.
What hair plugs are for?
Anyway, I nearly dyed it all pink.
Oh, you sit in a bathtub full of that and make it every hair pink or what?
No, I don't have a bathtub.
I mean, hair dye can be an issue if you do it a lot. You do have to be a little careful with it. They've gotten safer over the years though, because they, back, 20, 30 years ago, hair dye had some really nasty chemicals in it. It's gotten a little better over the years.
Tanya says, Laura, oh, let it happen. Go bald.
You know how we used to do our hair back in the day, like when I was in high school. If you wanted to do do the frosted tips, but you didn't have the money to go get it done, you would just do a little bit of bleach.
So we're done.
Yeah, you
You
see
just
that.
you take a Q-tip, you'd spike your hair up, and then you'd take a Q-tip and you'd go along the spikes. Just do just the tips of them. It was the easiest way of doing your hair without having to pay for it. You only had to do it for like a second, just enough to get it in there, and then you'd wash it out real quick. In hindsight, that's probably, and it wasn't a good thing to do, but yeah, we didn't care. Some of the kids back in my day used to do it. They'd spike up their hair because we'd have long spikes about that long, and they'd get it spiked up, and then you would stick your head over this, like put some bleach in like a bowl or something, and then we'd stick our heads over it and kind of hold each other's heads right up out of it, just enough to get the hair in there.
I did the wrong thing by letting my niece dye my hair this time.
Oh yeah, none of your hair dye stinks.
I'm going to share with you guys the video I did last night in the dark, and it didn't turn out as good as I thought it would, but I'm going to share it with you guys. Okay, let me.
It's like hairspray. I can't stand hairspray smell. Oh,
I use hairspray, but it's for my potato launcher.
What the hell?
use starter fluid. Oh, my stepbrother used to use back in the day when he had a potato cannon. Just use starter fluid.
It won't let me screen share. What the hell's going on here? Okay, now it's going to let me screen share, I think. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
The pulled to Gertha.
It was darker than hell out there, and you'll watch the way it's edited, and it's not that good. But see, look at it, pixelation.
Oh, that's super noisy.
But it might be YouTube too right now. So
No,
When did you upload it?
last night.
It should be at the highest resolution by now. Usually it doesn't take more than an hour before it will render off into the highest resolution you uploaded in. A lot of guys will do their videos. They'll put them up as private and give it time to render, and then once it gets the highest render possible, then they'll put it public. That way, when people first watch it, they don't have to wait for it or watch it in a shitty resolution. Oh, it's clear on my end, David, but I can definitely see when he first, you can definitely see that pixelation in there.
Yeah.
If that's what it looks like on Paul's screen, I don't know if that's Zoom or if that's what it looks like, but on my end, I definitely see pixelation up in the sky. Night shots are tricky, though.
Yeah.
Very tricky.
Even for people like Matt and stuff that do the editing, it's a tricky thing to do.
And this is all done through Movie Maker.
Because Matt's done some really good cityscape, like skyline videos, like right when it's getting nighttime there in Australia. And it's a lot of work because you have to deal with all the lights on the buildings and all that. And
Yep.
it's a lot of work if you go real extensive on the editing.
There's a picture in the Times Journal, it's a newspaper here. It's the Elgin County Archives. Start the morning off in style. But this picture here, the guy in the middle with the thing on it's kind of a bit of a fashion show thing. But this guy here, that's my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just came up, yeah, and under Elgin County Archives.
Except for the beard, Paul, he looks like you.
Yeah, that's my mom's dad.
Yeah, I don't know, Nunya, if it looks like that on Paul's screen, then it's got some definitely noise in it. If that was just Zoom, then that's
Well,
just
the
it.
north of the bridge stuff had a lot of pixelation the most. But I think a lot of that was due to all the car lights and everything, because you noticed the flashing going on.
Hey, Jody.
What's up, Jody?
I could go back and probably take the beginning shot out,
Oh, okay.
Laura,
Yeah,
you
but-
ain't clickbaiting me with that bullshit.
But but my grandfather there, I can take you back to it, but my grandfather's name was Clifford Paul. Like my mom's maiden name was Paul. Okay. But my name is Paul Clifford. Oh, I was named after my grandfather backwards, right? So
I can do that, Justin.
Oh,
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard you.
No, a guy's been sentenced to treason.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that part. What are you talking about?
Some guy went to kill the Queen in 2021. He's been found guilty of treason, and they're now going to see if it still carries a death penalty.
Treason over here technically does. I don't know anybody that's been actually charged with it in that sense. So
David, how old a guy is it?
Yeah.
21.
Yeah,
He screwed
Mindless.
his life up.
mindless.
Well, you know how big they are in the royal family over there. So even if they don't find him guilty for the death penalty, he's going to be in jail the rest of his
Hey,
life.
David, none of your business says David is alive in capital letters.
Just
well, yeah,
about-
I haven't killed him yet.
Actually, I'm a hologram.
Yeah, this is just a green screen. She lined up perfectly to be able to talk back and forth with me.
Hey, Jody's here.
Yeah, Justin,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
how you're supposed to open your coffees. You're supposed to shake them, then take
but-
the lid off, then take that off.
Don't talk to me. Talk to Sarah.
Yeah, then tip it on your keyboard.
I cleaned up that mess. That took me like an hour and a half to tear that fucking keyboard apart because, oh my god, dude, I had to tear everything apart, clean it with warm soapy water.
So the statement you originally made to Sarah online was no big deal, just take it apart.
Well, I mean, it's not a big deal because I know how to rip them apart. I've taken the Corsair keyboards apart tons of times and cleaned them. Like I usually deep clean my keyboard about once every couple months. I'll take all the keys off and I'll scrub underneath all the keys and I'll go wash the keys off because the keys, over a couple of months, they'll start getting like the oil from your fingers and you'll see it on the keys, and then there's shit that, you might have been drinking something and a little splash got between the keys or something, or, I mean, it could be, they
do
just
that
get
on my
nasty
keyboard.
over for a couple months.
Can't do that on my keyboard.
Well, see, yours is different though. All your keys are above the actual frame of the keyboard.
Yep.
Mine are like halfway down in.
No, mine are above.
And so I have to pop it off because there's a rubber membrane under there. And you'll look down in there and you'll see like little bits of what just fuzz and might be a couple pieces of dog hair, and it just gets nasty over a couple month period.
God, that sun's bright.
So, but as much as I'm on my computer and my keys, you will see that oily film on the top of the keys from where you're typing all the time from your fingers.
I think my keyboard, the keys on it are actually set up for a Mac.
I can clean your keyboard, David. But I'll tell you what, the Corsair, the way they designed it, it did its job because not a single drop of that coffee got on the board. They protected it like it was supposed to. So, as much coffee as she got on that thing. I've been doing all kinds of projects the last few days. I tore that apart. I tore one of the girls' laptops apart and fixed that. There was a loose connection
Well, it's
on the
good
battery.
Sarah knows what you're up to.
Well, one of the girls' old Chromebooks that we bought them. So they thought, the girls and Sarah thought it was a charging port because it wasn't wanting to charge. Well, I was picking up the laptop and I would kind of press in the middle a little bit, and all of a sudden the battery light would come on. I'm like, dude, that's not the charging port. There's something inside that's screwed up. So I ripped it all apart, found that the battery connection that went into the motherboard was loose and it wasn't plugged in all the way. It had come out, and I got it plugged back in and it was working fine after that. So, but whenever you would pick up the keyboard and you would grab it in the middle, all of a sudden the battery light would pop on. And it was right underneath that part of the casing is where that plug was. Oh, I remember those back in the like 90s, Mark. Everybody had those silicone covers for the keyboards. I don't like those things. You remember those, Paul?
Yep.
You'd see those a lot in garages, like all my dad's garage computers that the mechanics use and stuff all had those silicone covers on them. I remember those back in the day. Oh, piss off, Wedge.
Oh, Wedge and Briggs said that Justin's impregnated his keyboard, and now his keyboard's suing him for child support.
That means keyboard would be more intelligent than Justin.
I'm not.
They do
repeating
work
that one.
though, Mark. I'll give you that though, because you'd put one of those over a keyboard and then you take it off like a year later and the keyboard still look brand new underneath, but the silicone cover would look nasty as hell. They did work.
I better plug my other webcam in for today.
But honestly, there's so many different styles of keyboards these days. Unless the company makes a custom one for that keyboard, you'd be hard pressed to actually find one that worked. Yeah, keyboard condoms, Corey. Exactly. Exactly what those were. But Sarah loves that keyboard. I got her for work though. I got her one of the Corsair K55s. Oh, she loves that thing because at the hospitals and stuff, all they give you is those little cheapy, Logitech $20 Bluetooth keyboards from the store. But when you're typing all day, those cheap keyboards suck. So Sarah loves her Corsair. And I gave her my old Corsair mouse too. So her desk is all like pimped out with a RGB now.
Hey, Paul, are you getting a lot of leaves falling over there?
Oh yeah, they're starting to come down.
Yeah, mine are starting to come down too. We haven't had any of that really cold weather yet.
Well, this weekend will put a lot of them on the ground because it's going to be cold and rain, so that's going to really drop.
Start stripping the trees. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
Nunya, I
nice.
actually have. Actually have a couple of these. This is like a bamboo toothbrush. But it's got really soft bristles. I got like 2 or 3 of these in my toolbox that I use for like cleaning electronics. I use it on my keyboard. Get between the keys if there's something there. I got these at the dollar store. It came in I know I got 4 of them that came in 2 packs for $1 a piece. They work really well too. Got 2 of them for $1, so I paid $2 for 4 of them. They work really well. And they got like a bamboo handle. But I keep those in my toolbox just because those come in handy. I've used them quite a bit.
You got signs to do today, Paul, with your rental truck?
Yeah, I got about 4 to do today.
What time you pick the rental truck up?
I've already got it at home.
Oh, okay.
I got it for 3 days, so. Huh, I don't know why now my hitting something down here and my microphone. There we go.
Did you check it all out?
What, the rental truck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I took pictures and everything before I even picked it up. Drove it.
That's my compressed air can, Nunya.
Yeah.
That's got enough air in it for me. I can fill that up once a week and just keep it closed and it stays full. Whenever I need it, I just lightly spray. That's why I spray my computer out with too. Like I don't go full bore with it. I just kind of lightly get enough air out of there like an air can. But because those compressed air cans, man, they'll add up if you keep buying them all the time.
Yeah.
$2-3 a can. That shit adds up. I got that at Harbor Freight for like $60, I think, $60 or $70. I got it a coupon for it. It was originally, I think, 100, and I got it for 70 something. I think I paid for it.
I got a big compressor, plus I got one that's for an airbrush.
Oh, that is disgusting. Look at this keyboard. Oh, that is gross, dude. Oh my God, that would just.
That drive you
There's no
crazy,
way.
wouldn't it?
I would tear that whole thing
I
apart
wouldn't
in a
let my
second.
keyboard get
We
that
could toss it, never mind fucking.
That is disgusting.
bad. Anyway, Justin, I sent you a picture of my keyboard.
I do, David. You guys know me. I'm always cleaning my desk. I keep everything clean. I constantly dust them. I don't like a dirty workspace.
Justin, check your messages.
No,
Who's you told?
messages, but go to your ring, you little shit.
He is in his room.
How much did you pay for that keyboard, Laura?
It come in as set up, so not that much.
12 quid.
Yeah, 12 quid. That come with keyboard, mouse, and headphones. Oh, and a mouse mat.
If you get some extra money, I'm telling you, check into the K55s because they're only about $60 over here. You could probably get one for like 50 over there. The Corsair ones, you'll love it.
It's actually meant for a Mac, though.
Don't
The
give it away.
Corsair ones are so nice. Well, my personal opinion, I really like them.
David, I'll just add it to my Christmas wish list.
If I ask,
There's already a drone on that.
I thought David already ordered you a drone.
No, I've still got my Mini SE for now, but I want the Mini SE too.
David said, "Yeah, no, you're not. I'm not joking. Yeah, I'm a very organized person. I like anything gets taken out of my toolbox, it immediately gets put back in as soon as I'm finished with it. I wipe it off and put it back in there. Everything in my area has its place. Like it's I can always find what I need. I know exactly where it is.
Why are you measuring the bed? Oh, I know. I remember why. Oh, can I turn my camera on now?
no, can you the fuck? Oi,
Yeah, he's in the Mini SC too.
Hey, Laura, which kids do you have this weekend?
No.
None.
What?
we have the Laura.
Yeah, but
Got the
I know
biggest kid
how
of them all. He's got Laura.
David looks forward to having all your nieces and nephews there.
We haven't got them this weekend, but we've got them the weekend after.
Like I said, David's got the biggest kid of them all. He's got Laura there.
Anyway, Justin, you fell for my clickbait again.
241.
Yeah, it's true, Mark.
Mark, I just switched it myself anyway.
What?
The Mini 3 has you can shoot in vertical for shorts.
I'm just surprised it took them that long to add that feature into the drones. That should have been added on the fucking Mini 2 and the Air 2.
Oh my
Because
camera.
shorts
I
were a
don't
big
get why
thing back
drones
when
can't be
those
the other
came
way.
out.
Thought it's probably the other way.
There we go. Now my drone, right? Webcam back at the right height. Oh, Justin's got a grey hair.
Well, Corsair stuff can be expensive on you, but they do have a decent like budget line, I would say. Because like you can get the K55 for about 60, 70. You can get the K70 for about $100, which is the wireless version. They have mouses that range from, 30 all the way up to $100, but they have much more expensive ones too. But they do have a decent budget line that is some nice stuff. But some of their stuff can be quite expensive. Like the monitor I really want is that one Corsair monitor. You can actually adjust the curvature of it. It has a wide range and you can adjust it to what curve
And
you
then
want.
accidentally snap it in half.
No, no, Linus Tech actually got one for review, and him and his guy got on both sides of it, and they tried to break it, and they both were pushing as hard as they could, and they couldn't get it to break. Surprise! So it shouldn't have that ability. I mean, you shouldn't be reaming on it that hard anyway, because it's really easy. You just grab both sides, and there's two little handles, and you push the buttons, and then
Yeah.
it just moves.
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah said, "I'll never go back to a basic keyboard again. I love my Corsair." Yeah, Linus had some issues about a month or so ago. You were following all that, Nunya. They were kind of screwing up a lot on their videos and stuff as far as getting some of the information correctly out to people. And it was because of their extreme schedule they had for uploading videos that they were kind of overworking their staff, but they did come out and put a good video out and admitted that they did wrong. And so I'm still following them. So I'm not going to just completely write him off. So, I mean, he does put out some good videos. So, but they seem to have gotten back on track. So, but it was good to see them put a video out admitting their faults and what they did wrong. And they even admitted that they were treating their staff. They were kind of overworking their staff. And they brought in a new CEO and everything to run the company to make sure the staff was getting treated correctly and everything, which was good to see. So he did lose quite a few subs over that, though. I think he lost 200,000 or 300,000 subs within a week over that whole thing. I mean, it didn't really hurt his channel that much because, I mean, he was at 15 point something million. So he only lost a few 100,000 subs. But yeah, I kind of unsubbed from him at first, but then I kind of gave him a second chance. So. Because I like watching a lot of those guys, learning some stuff like J2 Cents, and I watch a lot of those guys. I try to learn as much as I can. But even Logitech, Nunya makes some really good high-end stuff too. I mean, they're a good brand to look at as well. They have a really cheap budget stuff. Like you can go to Walmart and get a Logitech mouse and keyboard for like 20, 25 bucks all day long. But they have really expensive mouses and keyboards that are really good as well. Logitech's definitely not a brand to sleep on for sure. They make some really good stuff. Because David has a really nice Logitech mouse and mouse pad that wirelessly charges his mouse, which is really good. But you're going to spend about 200, 240 bucks for the whole setup. It's not cheap by any means, but it's definitely worth the money. And what's cool about the Logitech mouse is underneath, you can pull the door off, and there's actually different. They come with, I think, 3 different levels of weights, and you can put the little weights inside of it, so you can make the mouse kind of your liking as far as the weight goes.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty cool.
I guess as much as I hate to, I guess I got to get off my ass. I got to go get some groceries too today.
You mean you don't have the little lady doing the grocery shopping for you?
Oh, unfortunately not. I've still got to do everything myself, Paul.
Here, let me show you this, Nunya. So right here, you can get the Logitech G502, which is 100. And then they have the mouse pad. It's 114, but it wirelessly charges the mouse as you're using it. So the whole pad is a big wireless charger for the mouse. But like I said, you're going to spend about $200, $230 somewhere in there with tax and everything. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Where do you put the weights in? I think it's on the side. You put the weights in.
Oh, this.
So yeah, right here, I'll show you this picture. So right here, there's different weights that you can put in there. And so as you see, there's three 2-gram weights and 2 4-gram weights. So you can make the mouse as heavy or as light as you want, depending on, like I said, what you're liking as far as heft goes. Just pretty cool.
$75.
Yeah,
You
it's
can buy,
yeah,
you can buy little Mises at the store for
yeah, the
$5.
one that you keep complaining about.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Paul, you need something like that that's big, that fits in your hand. This thing's huge. But this thing's twice that size. This is a big ass mouse. And it's got the big wings on the side for your fingers to rest on.
yeah, this has it too.
Yeah, that was the one you were bitching about.
No,
the
no,
other
not
day.
this
You were-
one, not this one. This is a Logitech.
Yeah, David, definitely. Very high quality, very expensive. But
This is the piece of shit right here that I bought.
yeah, the one that you don't like.
Yeah, because every time you try to turn it on and off, you end up clicking the damn.
But also the difference between those cheap mouses and these ones, this has a built-in battery. So I can just charge it by the USB-C port at the front. I don't have to change batteries all the time. I don't have to waste money on batteries. This is all built in. And it has interchangeable sides too. So you can take the side off and then there's a flat side you can put on, or you can put the wing side on. A little USB thing stores in there, the receiver. This is the Dark Core Pro.
Well, yeah, AZ, I do. I got a mouse that's got a ball on the top of it. Over.
God, I haven't seen those in years, David. I remember you used to have to take the ball out because
Yeah,
you get
clean
hair
it.
and shit wrapped up in the wheels. You'd open it up and there'd be like hair all wrapped up in there, and you'd have to clean it all out, wipe the ball back off, and put it back in there.
Drone Shot says the MX Master 2S best to edit with.
But of all the companies that make mouses that are expensive, the worst one is the fucking Apple mouse. It's so low profile that it's almost uncomfortable to use. I've actually used one before. And what's stupid is their charging port is on the bottom of the damn mouse. Like mine, I can plug it into the front and use it while it's charging. The Apple
Hey,
mouse, you have to
Nanya.
plug it in the bottom. So you can't even use it while it's charging.
Nanya hasn't been here in a while. Here comes Nanya now.
How are you guys?
Yeah,
Hey, how
it's
you
like
doing?
Just making sure to check in. Haven't
Russell.
been in a while.
Yes, you haven't.
it's like
Want
Red
to
Bull.
make
It
sure
gives you
everybody
wings.
knows how much I love them. I love the hair, Laura.
Hey, Nanya, did you see
Really
David
good.
was on here a little while ago?
Little David. Yeah. I
Nothing
called
little
him Little
about it.
David, Laura.
Here's Paul's mouse right here.
What is that thing?
It's fucking mouse from like
Now
the
that's
60s.
rustic right there.
Like a Soviet era mouse right there. Something you'd find in the Soviet Union back in the 60s. Apple mouses are crap.
I hope you have a good day, Hodges. I don't know if you're working. I missed it.
Yeah. Well, I got,
see what's up.
but I got a rental right now. So
He's got a rental truck, but he's got to go shopping.
yeah, I got
Um,
4 signs to do, and I got to go get some groceries today.
All the signs local or
Yeah, they're all in town.
Going a background. There we go.
2 to go up and 2 to come down.
what's the little kiddies doing?
I don't know. We're Vader's right there in the stairway, so Gracie must,
There, he's knocked out on the stairs.
or she's on the bed. I
Yeah,
don't know.
my bad. She.
John, you gonna come hang out this weekend on the show? Come on,
Mhm.
everybody.
Why would anybody want to hang out with you, Justin?
Shut up. Shut up. Everybody liked when he came up on the panel. This is the
I'd
one
love to
Joe
do another
bought.
drinking stream, Justin, but I might be dead again. Maybe. I don't know. The last one didn't turn out good for me. I don't want to mess up.
Yeah, Yeah, this is the one that Captain Joe bought for his new computer.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Like I
The
said,
one I have now
Logitech is
doesn't
not a
have
brand to
number
sleep on.
keypad, and I don't like
Mr.
it.
JRC, that is Eddie. Nunya.
Yeah,
You need to come on
because
the,
you don't have video going. Everybody cannot see.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on a cam, guys. I'll fix it. I just haven't had the money to buy one yet. If anyone has a recommendation, like maybe Justin for
a
an affordable
Logitech.
one that works,
That camera.
I'll
that
take
one
the
Yeah,
is
advice.
fine.
Logitech.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you know what? Hold on.
There's David.
need something that less. Hey, David, there he is. What's up, brother?
Oh, he's
Oh,
got
you
the
got
he's got the
You
list.
got a baby.
Is that the new one?
Yes.
What's its name?
Rio.
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 Aww.
Oh shit. Hold on.
Look at little
Sure.
Rio.
He's looking like
Now-
he's pretty chill to me. He's not trying
How
to bite
old is he?
anybody or nothing.
7 months
8
old.
months.
Oh,
What is he, a budgie?
8 months and he's
No, he's a
a conure.
conure.
A bit like Sparky, but smaller.
Okay.
He's a pineapple.
He's a parakeet, though, right? A parrot.
No, he's
Conure.
conure.
Okay.
Oh well, hey John, if you're able to come on the panel while you're there and show us around a little bit, if you want to. That'd be
Mr.
pretty
JRC,
interesting.
He's always creeping around in the background. Yeah.
Nunya, any one of these two, if you're not looking to spend a lot, right there.
Logitechs. Yeah. Okay.
$34 isn't
Yeah,
bad.
sounds like a great. Okay. Okay.
If you're not wanting to spend a bunch of
I'm
money,
just
go
looking
with
for
one
something
of
that I
these.
can mount to a wall.
If you
mainly.
want something a little bit better, you can go with that one. If you want to spend a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I don't have like anywhere to set it. So like,
Well, technically you could drill holes through these right here. It's just a plastic.
well, I guess the sticky tape stuff would work.
Yeah, because all this is
Looks like it's adjustable.
it's adjustable, and then on the bottom of this, there's actually a screw for a tripod. So if you have
Okay.
a tripod,
Okay.
Jesus Christ! How
but
much
yeah,
is
you
that?
could
Okay.
put that
I
flat
can make
against the
that happen.
wall.
That looks like the one I would
Never
pick.
mind
Which
then.
one is this? That looks like the one I'd pick.
Justin,
That's just a Logitech, just a standard one, and it's got a
$35.
5% coupon.
That's not a bad deal.
All right.
35 bucks.
that's the one
Well,
that's $8.99 on
all right.
Amazon, brilliant.
And
Yeah,
there's a
that's a good
5%
deal.
coupon on
I
it.
don't know. Do you know how much that
Okay.
is?
Yeah,
That
it looks
one
like a
what
good
I've
deal
got.
to me.
Yeah, it's over 100 quid.
Yeah, that's if you don't want to spend a bunch.
Mm.
It's good to see your face, David.
It's gone down in price in some
Is it?
places.
Is
We
it
missed
really?
you, brother.
Right.
He's trying to hide. Look at her tail feathers. What color are they? They're like a red, huh?
And it's a he.
It's a he.
Yes.
As you can see, he's got pink,
What a good color.
grey,
What?
green, yellow.
He's so chill. He's not trying to bite you. or
Is
nothing.
Is he getting used to being handled, David?
Okay.
We're trying to get him used to being handled properly.
We're getting him there, aren't we? Eh?
There's an adapter you buy for mine, so it's
Now, what happens if you just put him on your shoulder? Will he stay there, or does he try to
No,
fly
he'll
away?
fly off and it'll take us about
Nah,
half an hour
he's-
to get
yeah.
him again.
He
He'll go
goes,
somewhere.
freedom!
Hmm.
And he'll go annoy the cockatiels.
He gets
Oh, he's
in
like
bed in the morning
Braveheart.
now.
So such a cute looking little birdie.
Yeah, he climbs in the
You
bed
know
in
how
the
much
morning,
I
goes
love
to
the old
sleep.
one, right? Guys,
Sarah's about to go ape shit on some patience.
really did love him so much. Her,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but like I said, this one climbs into bed and pulls the duvet over,
Mm-hmm.
goes to sleep.
Well, the
Doesn't like-
worst thing, John, is so they share a building with their other office that's called the Suite Center, and that's where all the like people with a lot of mental issues go in.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while, they accidentally go into the wrong office, and those people, that building is full of a lot of crazy people.
Yeah.
And some people with like really bad
I'm in
mental
the
issues.
process
Crowdfunding.
of ordering that cam right now, Justin.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
Make sure you clip that 5% coupon. I'll
I'm
save you
definitely
about
going to do
$5.
that for sure.
That's why
Thank
it
you.
sounds funny.
Sure, cheeky bugger.
We need to
That those cameras are very reliable, and for that price, you can't really go wrong. So
Okay,
it will
Take your
stream in
word for it.
1080 30. So
I'll take your word for it.
I
No
have the
one
one
needs
that's
to
a
see
little
my
bit
face in
upgraded.
1080p. That's a fact.
Well, that mine's the upgraded one from that. It's the 922.
Bye, everybody.
Oh my goodness! Look how
Wait a minute.
cool.
Oh, look at
Being
him.
so good. Like being so good.
Oh, do you want the? Oh, do you want this?
Look at all
It's
this
doing
money.
really well. It's doing really
Look at all
well.
that money.
What, Monopoly money?
That's Aubrey's Bobcat bucks for school. She gets them for being good, and then she gets to spend them to buy stuff. She's got 57 of them there,
Man,
and she got all those within like a month and a half.
let's go.
She's been
Kid.
racking them up.
Let's go. You're gonna have enough to buy a
And-
Mercedes after all this time. You're gonna buy a
If any-
Mercedes.
Anybody didn't hear yesterday, Thomas got a
Ready?
letter from the Polk State College, and now, mind you, my son's only in ninth grade.
Let the others out.
All right.
To come
that
into an
together.
internship program thing for the college.
Oh,
He got
Uh,
selected by him and a few other students got selected that are kind of considered in the more gifted
I
category.
don't want to be a jerk, but if they're asking, his talent is known. Maybe he. Can do
Oh yeah,
better.
yeah, that's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
can
He
do better.
he blew
right?
out the state test this last
Yeah,
year.
maybe he can do
Completely
better.
aced it.
Is what I'm saying. Don't take
Yeah.
the first offer. Right? Don't take the first offer, right, Justin?
Well,
He
it's
can do
just
better,
it's
maybe.
just it's
I
just
don't
an internship, like a summertime thing, right?
I don't know if it's for summertime. I didn't.
Well, check into it. Is all I'm saying.
Because
It doesn't specify,
He's 14.
later.
but he
Man,
got.
he was doing so good.
It was
That's
only
awesome.
him and a couple selected few students who got
That's
picked.
awesome.
It's an educational talent search.
How
and
long is
it's,
this gonna last?
It's just for the school year this year,
Okay, well, I'd say do it.
but
then.
they have one for each year of high
Yeah.
school. So
So he might do this
um,
again next year, is what you're saying.
yeah, he got picked, but him and just a few students got
All right.
picked,
I'd say
and
yes.
that's because he's
I gotta
kind of
go.
more in the gifted
See
category.
you later, Paul.
Yep. See you guys. I gotta
Yeah.
run.
Oh,
Bye, Hodges.
Yep. We'll talk to you guys later. See you.
Okay.
So, yep. Bye.
Yeah, if he got accepted and it's only like a year thing,
So
we
the
keep
pretty
this on
much
our record. It's on his permanent record. Yeah,
the
let's do that.
curriculum covers study skills, learning style inventory, honoring high school plans, scholarship writing, and career values.
Yeah. This is for. They know they have picked him out as a particular, right? They want to help him succeed. Absolutely. Yeah, let it happen. I'm proud of you. You raised a kid who's not a dummy. Okay,
I
more-
didn't.
maybe more than
Honestly, it had nothing to do with the way we
Maybe more
raised
than
him. He's
one,
just
right?
naturally a gift. He's just naturally intelligent.
one. That's what's up. That's what's up, Justin. Be proud.
He's like a little Sheldon Cooper.
You must be a proud dad.
Definitely doesn't take
Oh
off.
yeah, I am. When I saw
That's
that
awesome.
yesterday, I was like, "Holy crap!"
That's
I
awesome.
mean, it didn't surprise me, but it was kind of a cool surprise at the same
That's
time.
awesome. You gotta take him out, give him a treat, take him to, I don't know, wherever he wants to go, right?
So I'm gonna go over that with Sarah when she gets home today, so we can figure out what it.
Really should give him
However,
and don't
everything.
let him know.
well, how soon would it start, Justin?
I don't think it's not for another couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to send all the paperwork in. So
Now, where is that college?
it's actually only a couple miles from the house. here.
Okay, so it's a hometown college. That's good.
Yeah,
because
it's a Polk State College.
not like you got to transport them to Princeton or anything.
Right.
Yeah. But Thomas is the type of person that I could see him getting into like MIT or something. I could totally see it.
Well, you know, the way AI is changing, I think you could probably do a whole degree from your house at your own computer.
AI only helps us. We need humans to make it work.
He's the type
Maybe
that would
he's one of 'em.
probably
I don't know. Maybe. I hope so.
McDonald's for chicken nuggets.
I mean, the earth needs change, and only the youngsters can do it. Can do this. I'll take all the Smarties I can get. I'm so proud of him, Justin. That's awesome. It's awesome news.
yeah, hopefully he does something. I'm really hoping that does
I'm
something
not
good
wrong.
for
Am I
him, so.
wrong? I don't
And he
think
joined ROTC this year too. So
he did. Which army or which one?
I think it's more of an army based ROTC.
Army. I did Air Force when I was in school because we didn't have a gym. They made us kind of take it, and I really liked it. It was Air Force ROTC. We had to march. We had to do everything by the book, and I had long hair, so they're like, "No, you can't be in it." And I was like, "No, you're making me do this because we don't have a gym." Okay, I'm not cutting my
But-
hair. I'm not cutting it. And they made me tuck it up under
Did
the
you say
hat.
Sarah's post,
Okay.
Justin?
Yeah, so Sarah's job might be going to work from home now.
Okay.
Damn it. They said that they may switch their positions to be working from home.
Mhm.
But if they ask if you have a computer set up, tell them no. That way you can at least get a computer for backup.
Not a
Just
bad
in case.
idea.
I like how your
Yeah.
green screen's working on
Well,
your
you don't
lawn.
want to do both, right? Right, Laura?
What?
What are you talking about?
Well, you don't want to you being on your computer and have to do her on the computer. It's going to take you away from us. I don't like that idea.
No. What I'm saying though is if Sarah starts working from home, I wouldn't tell them that she has like, because my computer is 100% capable of doing what she needs to do.
Mhm.
But I would always tell them because most likely they will provide a computer. She needs to take it anyway, just in case something happens to mine.
Yeah, I bet they'll give her
She'll
a
have a
laptop.
backup. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She needs to tell them that she needs one anyway. Just but they're kind of working it out right now because I guess the head administrator of her facility doesn't want them to work from home. He wants them in the office. But the corporate, the big wigs at the top of the company are the ones that are pushing for people to work from home. So
I mean, I don't think being honest would break you because, like, you're a full time user and that's not what they want. They want their own computer for her use, right? That's not going to break anything. They're
well,
not going to
no.
try to
I'm
kick
just
you off,
saying it's good to have that just in case my computer does something
Right.
stupid or breaks and she'll
Right.
have that backup in order to be able to do her job. Because I'm
Or-
sure they're going to ask people if they do
Mhm.
decide that she works from home. I'm sure they're going to ask people, do you have a computer set up at home or do you need one? And they're probably going to provide them with a computer if they don't have one. So,
My husband
they
is
might
full
have to-
time on. We need one, right? I think that's a good. How can they complete? They can't tell you to get off, right?
what do
I
you
don't
mean?
think they can. Maybe they can. You're probably right, though. Don't even tell them we need it. Okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Just so if something does happen. But like I said, she'd be better off using my setup anyway, because I got 3 screens.
And
that's
in
what-
all honesty, she still can, right? If she wants to.
Right. Plus we have a house phone that she could use for work as well, too. So
How's Mia, Paul?
Yeah,
Shut
touch
up,
and
Dre.
go. Touch and go, Ed.
She's getting old, huh?
Yeah, we
We all
had,
are,
I
right?
had to try and modify a ramp to get her into the truck yesterday.
No.
And she just hurts. You can just tell by the way she walks. She just,
She got like really bad arthritis or something.
yeah.
And there's
And
things we
if
can
she,
do
and
about this.
if she moves too fast, she gives that Kai eyes thing, Hey,
Right. There's things we can do about this, but I'm not going to advise on this because you should probably do your own research with a vet.
yeah.
I mean, she just went not too long ago. She was sick and she got over that.
Yeah.
Just hoping she's good.
Well, when it gets to a point where she can't do anymore, or
Yeah.
if I see too much pain,
Yeah.
then it's time to let her go,
Right.
well, let's hope that don't come for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
So let me ask you something. Would you get another dog? Or
Oh yeah, definitely.
You would? Would you pick the same breed or something different?
It-
Well, maybe rescue one, right? Maybe might be the
that's what I
answer.
would do. I'd rescue a senior.
That's a
you
good
know?
answer. Okay. There's a lot of animals out there. Need someone like you, Paul, that loves them.
Yep.
Do that first, if you can.
Well,
That's
you
my-
know, I was down by the river doing a ship.
I see you, Dre. I seen that
Came by
comment.
I
with
see
one of
you
those-
too.
Came by with one of those carts, you know, that has the sides on it, and it had two of the most beautiful puppy dogs, the fluffy white fluffy ones about this big,
Mhm.
and they were. She says, "Anybody looking for a pet?" She was trying to get rid of them.
I hope she did, and I hope they went to places that are good. What up, Dre?
Howdy.
Hey, Dre.
How you feeling, brother?
Doing okay. I see
What's
Justin's
life
up
like
there
in Dre's
trying
world
to
right
push
now?
these high priced products on people.
Okay. What's life like in Dre's world right now? What's going on in your world?
Busy.
A lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of work. I'll be working 7 days this week.
Okay, that ain't no joke.
But
You
who's
got a
looking
family,
for a
right? You got a
webcam?
wife and kids, right?
No, my kids are all grown.
Oh, they're grown.
Yeah.
He ain't in the house no more. Dre
No, I
is
can't
free.
say that. I just said they're all
He's
grown.
not free.
They're grown, but still at home.
He's not free.
Yeah, I got two girls still at the house.
That's
of my
awesome.
5. So,
That's awesome.
but they take care of themselves.
What kind of work you working on?
Oh, I just got a lot of projects. I was supposed to have a real big one, 2,000 acres, but that one got put on hold.
Okay.
And to replace that one, they gave me about 4 smaller jobs to replace their big one. So I got to
Okay.
do a solar roof inspection tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And I got to wait till the sun gets to a certain level to knock that out. And then I got to do a little travel tomorrow. I got to go to Redlands, Emmett, and then up to Justin's old stomping grounds. I go to Apple Valley and Victorville for 2 other jobs.
Fun.
Well, good luck with it.
Be careful.
This is
wish
the
you
brand I was
That
gonna
area
tell.
has
Who's
gotten really
looking for
bad.
a webcam,
Wish you the best, brother.
Justin.
Do I?
Who was looking for a webcam?
I
Uh,
was.
Oh,
He
okay,
was.
this
I
brand
really
right
need
here.
one. It's a good one.
Best bang for the buck.
What's the cost?
This one right here, I think it's about $30.
Well, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
it does.
spend more than 50.
I think it does. I know it does 1080 p at 60. I believe it does.
Okay.
I was around the
Anyone
same
you can
price
get
as the
with
one I
60
was
frames
showing.
per second is always going to be much better than 30 frames, but it just gives a smoother picture.
Hey, you don't need a smooth
Any
picture to
camera
see
you
this
pick,
real
try to
life
see if it
gnome.
will support 60
Mm.
frames per
Justin,
second.
check inbox.
You don't need a smooth
on a
picture
sec.
to see the real life gnome that I am. I'm the garden gnome of your dreams. I'm a real life garden gnome. When you see the picture, you'll be like, okay. I'm not making it up. Mm.
So, Dre, you been doing any commercial?
Yeah, that's what I got going this week, and I flew last week. I only flew a couple of jobs last week. I picked up some more jobs, and things have just been picking up,
Okay,
which is always surprising.
that's good.
So no complaints on this end. And like I say, I had a really big job, which I was kind of looking forward to do, but that one got put on hold. So they gave me a bunch of smaller ones that make up the financial difference on it. So I got to do a little running around this weekend.
It sounds like you're mega busy, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. And also, I picked up a Phantom 4 RTK drone
Oh, you
this
did?
last week.
That's cool.
And that'll serve as a backup to the Mavic Enterprise drone I have. So that gives me two major mapping drones that have RTK available to it.
Got a little mountain feast in the background. Looks good. Dre eats healthy. What? Who knew?
Well, I try to at work. I'm much of a nibbler.
Right?
I don't eat full meals like I used to back in the day. So I'll nibble on something a little bit all day. And so I said, well, I will try to
Happens when you
nibble on
get older.
something healthy.
Yeah, it happens when you get older. That's okay. I used to eat a bunch of cheeseburgers and down half a gallon of milk. I can't do it no more, Dre. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't do it no more.
my daughter went to Burger King the other day to get us something to eat, and I couldn't even finish the meal. I ate about maybe half the burger, and
Yeah.
I ate maybe just a couple fries, and I just drank the drink.
Yeah.
But actually, all in all, it's a good thing, when
Yeah, it is a
you
good
don't
thing,
have that kind of appetite like you had, 20 years ago.
The only problem is we got to make sure we eat the right things when we do eat.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
you sick, right?
Right. And like I said, I went to the gym this morning, and I try to go to the gym twice a week at least.
That's what's up. Well, I only chimed in just to say hello because I don't very often, and
Well,
That's why I
Eddie,
make
we're
sure-
glad to have you.
I just want to make sure you guys know how much I love you guys. You guys are awesome. You're the best community on the net. Fact.
Hey,
Okay.
Ed, did you get your camera ordered on Amazon?
Yes, I'm working on it right now. Yes.
Okay.
And next time
Oh.
you see me, you'll see me.
Okay. Mr. Murray,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna need you to send me an email or a text so I can send you something in the mail with your address on it.
Okay. What?
Justin's actually flying a drone.
Dre, do I have? Look at Justin. Do I have your email?
I'm not sure if you do it. I thought you did because you did call me at one
Well,
point.
you
so
want me
have
to? You want me to put it in the chat here?
No. This Justin knows how to do it. He'll show you. Just contact me via chat or whatever your address. I'll show you what I'm going to send you.
Oh, there we go. We got a hat.
And a coffee mug.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I got the coffee mugs in the other day. The rest of the hats are getting done. So I'm trying to send these out to all the drone show people as my appreciation to those people who spend time putting on drone shows. So people like yourself and Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford and a few other folks out there do regular drone shows. That's just my little way of saying thank you for their efforts.
You having fun there, Justin?
Yeah, I hadn't flown it in a while, so I was charging it up.
I've got to get mine a new battery.
So Justin, I've been trying to figure out this haircut you got, bud. I don't know what's going on with it. Like you got kind of parts in the top of your head, and one side of
Feels
your
like got a
head
couple
has
of
got way
grays
back
coming
over
from.
here, and I don't know what's going on with you, dude. You'll be looking like me pretty soon.
I'm waiting for you to try and find the grey hair.
Where?
Yeah.
I actually do have gray hair right here on this side. Sarah likes my gray hair. She's always pointing it out.
Mhm.
I need to clean my £139.99 webcam.
What did you just say?
my £139.99 webcam.
Oh, the one that you robbed from your brother because he couldn't
Yeah.
chase you.
And now he wants to do live streams again. I'm like, oh, you're not having your webcam back.
Nope, you done gave it to me. Don't give
Don't be a
back.
take. I told him, don't be a taker backer. Was my words.
Don't be a taker backer. Let me help you out, Lord. This say no take backs. Don't be a taker backer.
Or we say, don't be an Indian giver.
Oh, we can't say that over here anymore. That's being
I don't think
insensitive.
we're allowed to say it, but we still do. There you go. My camera actually looks clear now instead of having a fingerprint on it.
Actually, don't cover it up, Joe. You can see it right there. A little bit.
Justin uses a permanent marker. Yeah, I've got one you can use. Look, there you go.
What's a permanent marker? Hmm.
That's what my parents say about my hair color. I look like a highlighter.
Hmm.
Oh, my Meals on Wheels is here.
Why'd you put your address in the private chat?
Well,
bud?
because you make sure you get Dre gets that.
Oh, he should be able to see it.
Uh,
If you sent it to it, no. You
no.
sent it just to me. Why the hell did you
Yeah.
send it to me?
Well, you send it to
You
me,
can
Justin.
send it on.
Text it to me, Justin.
Well, here, I'll send it to you messenger.
Yeah, send to me messenger.
There, he put his phone number in there too. You should have it now.
Okay. Let me go back here.
I got some goodies for lunch.
Nope, nothing there.
Was that all broccoli on the side?
Yeah, you got broccoli over here. Over here, a broccoli something. The veggies they send are not the best. I usually end up pitching those.
Anything that's healthy.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's my
Okay, I
lunch.
got it, Justin. Thanks.
All right.
Justin, here's my lunch.
I don't want to prolong life too long, you know?
What the hell is that?
It's a McDonald's wrap.
I
Double
don't
P.
think ours just come in a paper thing, I think.
What's a
Oh,
double
some of these
P?
little boxes.
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
are
there's an L on the end. I thought you were double
very
P.
environmental conscious over there. They give you a big old cardboard box for a wrap. Ours literally come in paper.
We can recycle it in our cardboard.
Ridiculous.
And at the moment, we get
I-
Monopoly stickers on it.
I am surprised though that they let you guys put them in there because you guys have some pretty strict laws about stuff like that. Like ours come in like, you know, the little breakfast burritos they have that come in the paper wraps.
Yeah.
That's all ours would come in. They just put it in a bigger paper wrap.
And then I can't.
Unless they're doing that for Monopoly now. I don't know. I haven't been to McDonald's in a while. So
And then to finish, an apple pie.
yeah, ours come in little cardboard boxes too. I remember when I sent Sarah to McDonald's one night, back when we were in our early 20s and everybody was drunk and everybody wanted apple pies from McDonald's. And my friend Michael sent her with like, I think they had some kind of deal going on too. And he sent her with like, I think like $40 or $50. And they had to sit there and make a bunch of apple pies. It was funny. Pretty much, Joe. That's about the consistency of his diet. Him and Hodges, they both eat like they're fucking 16-year-old, 19-year-old college students. They do. They eat a lot. They eat more junk food than my kids do.
They're from McDonald's, Mark.
Yeah, I remember that, Sarah. You bought like 40 pies. I remember that. There was like 10 people at our apartment, all drunk and wanted pies.
I'm hoping McDonald's bring their festive pie back this year.
Well, they had to sit there and make them too, because normally McDonald's only has like maybe 5 or 10 pies made at a time. Yeah, their pies ain't bad, Joe.
I like the old ones. They had the little crispy outside to it.
I haven't had a
Mhm.
McDonald's pie in a long time.
These new ones that they so-called bake, ain't the same. But this what happened when people sue you. We had to
Then
change
Ray,
the boxing.
you need to come back over here because ours are fried.
Yeah. So over here, they got sued because the old packaging used to show a bunch of apples on the outside packaging, and somebody sued them saying false advertisement because your packaging shows all these apples, and when you bite into it, all the fillings at the bottom of it.
Yeah, ours are still fried, it says on the back. Hey,
Up, get you.
Dixie.
How's it going? Dude, McDonald's has been sued for so much crap over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll warm mine up in the microwave later.
Their most famous case was the one that the lady
Coffee?
dropped the hot coffee.
Yeah. I said, my thing is, what do you expect coffee to be? Lukewarm?
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be hot. And that's the
Yeah.
thing, is industrial coffee machines at fast food and restaurants are hotter than your standard coffee machine at home.
Look
Mhm.
at
They're
that.
like
I'll
20
be
to
right
30
back.
degrees hotter
Right.
on average. So yeah, you got to be careful. It's like the lady didn't know her coffee. It wasn't like it was supposed to be an iced coffee,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
iced coffee didn't really become like real
it wasn't even
popularized
out
till
back
what,
then.
about what, 8-10 years ago is about when iced coffee came and started being
Yeah.
mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wasn't that what? Maybe you guys can remember. I can't remember how long ago it was, but the lady spilled the coffee on her lap through the drive-through,
That's what we were just talking about.
and she
Yeah.
sued.
Yeah.
She got some good money for that, didn't she?
Oh, yeah. She finally won. But
Yeah, I wanna say
I was just thinking
sh-
how cases like that have changed the packaging and the way they produce stuff at McDonald's. Because Laura was showing her apple pie, and you probably remember, Paul, when McDonald's used to have the nice little deep fried apple pie with the crispy outside, and the packaging
Yeah.
had all the apples on the outside packaging. They sell it to you in, and they got sued over that.
Because I want to say she got a 6-figure or 7-figure settlement, didn't she?
Yeah, she came out okay. I mean, but I'm just saying that how it affects the whole industry. And you got to think that, I can see if the person, I think she was in a drive-through, spilled the coffee on her. You know what I'm saying? That, as she handed out the window, the lid was loose and it spilled on her. But this lady said she had the coffee in her lap and it spilled in her own lap. And I'm thinking partly that's your fault. You have possession of the coffee in your lap and it spills out then. I said, you should have been checking for a tight lid.
Well, that just underscores in my mind that the people don't want to take responsibility. They want to always
Right.
pass it
And
off.
she blames them for the coffee being too hot. And I'm like, wait a minute. I said, no McDonald's employees spilled the coffee on you. Then I can say you have an issue for negligence and all this kind of stuff. And say, oh yeah, I was scalded by the hot coffee that the drive-through person spilled on me as they're handing it to me as I was picking up my order. My thing is, once you take possession of it, you're responsible of it.
Okay, so it said that she actually ended up settling for only $15,000.
Hmm.
It was originally 20,000, but then they settled they went over it again and she ended up getting 15,000.
What year was it, Justin? Do you know?
1992,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
That was 20 years ago.
But it was decided on August 18th of 1994.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, hold on. There's like multiples. They're all saying different shit. Hold on a sec. Oh, HBO actually did a documentary about it.
Mm.
Shit, 15, 20 grand would have been a lot back in 92.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been a good chunk of change. Yeah, Mike, I kind of was seeing multiple articles and they were all saying different amounts. I'm not sure which one is actually the correct one. This one's saying the same thing. Initially, she tried suing for 3 million.
Mhm.
Like, I wonder how people come up with these damn numbers.
Well, a lot of times you go with a big number, so what you end up settling for will be also a big number. You go in and she said she'd assume for 15,000, they'd say take 500. You know what I'm saying? So you say I'm gonna sue for 3 million, and she walks away with 15 grand, 20 grand, whatever. And how much coffee cost back then, McDonald's? It wasn't even over $1. It was probably about 50, 60 cents.
Okay. So this is it. Okay, so I was reading it wrong. So they offered to settle the case for 20,000 to cover medical expenses, but McDonald's never offered more than $800. So then it went to trial and she got
Mhm.
3 million.
You got what?
3
You
million.
got 3 million at trial, huh?
Well, I
Okay,
guess
okay.
that's worth doing then.
That makes sense then, because
So
yeah,
you
the
gotta
article was,
realize out of that money, at least 20 to 25% goes to the lawyers.
what company was it? I think it was Wendy's where they claimed they found the human thumb, and it turned out that one of their friends had got their thumb cut off and they took the tip of it and put it in the chili. You remember that?
Yeah,
It
yeah, yeah,
happened
yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was in Las Vegas. I think is where that happened at. And Wendy's went on this big old like instead of just settling and taking the
Mhm.
hit, and obviously that would have damaged their reputation.
Right?
Wendy's actually like investigated the shit out of this claim, went to their suppliers, everything, looked for medical records of anybody who got injured that lost a
Mhm.
thumb. Well, by the time it all was settled, it turned out that the people that claimed they found the human thumb in their chili, well, it was a real human thumb, but it was from somebody they know that got it cut off and they snagged it when it happened. And then they tried to get Wendy's. I think it was Wendy's,
Trying to cash in.
but they ended up getting arrested years later because it went on for, I think, a couple of years
Mm.
before they figured it out.
There you go, Mia.
Well, you got to think, Nunya, you get a tip of a finger cut off, right? In the heat of it, you could say, oh, we couldn't find it. We didn't know what happened to it. What are they going to do at the hospital? They don't have the tip of it. They're just going to sew you up and
Yeah,
suture
exactly.
that part off, and you're just done and done. That's what they did. They just snagged up the piece that cut off, and then they tried to pull a scam on them. But when I think, like I said, I think it was Wendy's, but they hired like a bunch of private investigators. Like they went all in trying to prove these people wrong. And by the end of it, they actually figured it out. Yeah, I'm still surprised McDonald's still does the monopoly thing after that big old scandal years ago about that. That guy was stealing all the game pieces.
He's an employee.
Yeah, remember that? He was actually the guy that was like in charge of the actual winning $1 million game pieces.
Wow.
And he was stealing them and he was giving them to people he knew. And then they were cashing them in. But it turned out this guy was like semi-connected with the mob or something at the time.
Oh wow.
And he was actually extorting the people and was taking most of the money, like 90, 95% of the money.
Is that why they don't do that anymore? I remember that used to be a big thing every year for them, the Monopoly game.
No, I think they're doing it now, but there was like a 3 or 4 year period. I want to say that they stopped doing it because of that. There's a documentary on YouTube about it that explains the whole thing.
Wow.
But yeah, it was a big ass scandal. There's the link in the chat for that if anybody's interested in watching it. I'll send you the link in Messenger, Dre, if you want to watch that later. It's pretty interesting. The guy breaks down the whole story.
I'll probably catch it. Well, I ain't gonna be home much this weekend, so I'll have to catch it on another day. The weather's gone sky high again. We're back up in the 90s for the last 3 days and gonna have it into the weekend. It was just cooling off last week. It was like nice high 70s, low 80s. Now we're back up in the triple digits out in Palm Springs and crap.
Oh, the
Did
Powerball
Paul
is,
just dip on us?
I think so, but the Powerball is now at $1,400,000,000.
I gotta tell people I don't have to win the whole thing. I just want to get the 5 numbers.
That's why I
at
said
least as
though,
good.
if I was one of those people like the last time it went over $1 billion and that one person won, I think there
Mhm.
was 2 other winning tickets where they won $1 million and some
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Like I would be so pissed but so happy at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be like this other person just won $700 million because they got
Mhm.
one more number than you did. You know, like I said, I'd be so pissed but happy at the same time because you did just win $1 million, but at the same time, somebody else just got one more number than you. And now they're walking away with 700-800 million. You know.
Yeah. Well, I guess that else. I guess your position changes as you get older. I guess I don't need the 700 something million or whatever 1.5 billion and crap. I said another million, I'll be set. Pay off.
Now, when you win the
student
lottery,
loans.
and do you have to pay state taxes or is it just federal?
Depends on where you
Okay.
live.
Because I know we don't pay state income tax here, but I don't know if that applies to
Yeah,
the lottery.
it depends on where you live. Just like one thing I found out years ago was that professional athletes, when they play their games, depending on where the game is played, is dependent upon how much they get taxed. So, like I say, if they play a game in Florida, they don't get taxed as much. If they play a game in California, they get hammered.
Right. Yeah, if it was 1.4 billion, they'd probably walk away with probably 600.
Yeah,
Something
I
million.
always tell folks it's divided by half, make it easier. I said the government. Only thing takes me off about that is that you get hammered on the day you win it. Whenever they give you the check, and then you get hammered the following year when you file, because it goes on you get hammered again. That's what I don't like.
Well, that's why you go to that's why you go to New York and you find one of those firms that know how all the loopholes, like all the other rich people do. You know,
Yeah, but I mean, you definitely got to move that money quickly. That's why I said some folks don't show up right away until they get set up, with all these financial advisors and all this kind of stuff, and find out where to move that money to very quickly, and keep it offshore, keep it invested away and stuff, because taxes alone will just kill you, man. Like I said, to me, it's like a double dip deal. You get hammered on initial winnings, and then you get hammered again when you file the next year, because what part you did get after the initial tax, you get taxed on that as part of your income for that year.
yeah, but none. Yeah, I think there's a limit on that law, where if you gift a one time to your spouse, it's tax free. I want to say there's a limit on that.
It's a limit on the amount too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's and I think it's under $1 million. I
Yeah,
don't think it's
and that's why I said that the only way. And the sad thing is, once again, there are going to be documents that show that you won the money here in the States. So that's going to be the first problem. So no matter where you put it at, they're going to get you on that right there.
Well, see,
It's not
that's the
like-
biggest problem though people have when they win the lottery. A lot of them don't go get financial advisors and hire firms and that's I mean, dude, I wouldn't know what to do with $700 million. Do I put it all in one account? Do I split it up? Dude, I wouldn't know what the hell. Would my local bank even let me open a regular checking account with that much money in it? Like, do you have to have a special account? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
that.
this is, as I said, that's why these folks the ones who are smart, don't show up right away till they get some financial advisor. And this is why you create living trust funds and things of that nature, and you incorporate yourself in an offshore company, like in the Bahamas and places like that. That does not. So when you show up, you say, okay, this is my corporation, which is based here. And you could be the Justin Stickley Corporation LLC in the Cayman Islands, and that's where the money gets deposited at.
And if you're smart, you set it up to where if you do the trust funds, you set it up for your kids, grandkids,
Right.
even great grandkids, if you have enough
Right.
money to do that.
Yeah,
And
oh,
you
yeah.
set it up to where they get monthly payments for their whole life instead of
There
one
you
lump
go.
sum that they can go out and waste it,
Yeah.
and be stupid with it.
Mhm.
You give them enough to live off of each month.
Right. So
And
there's
then you-
ways, like you said, there's ways to slow the government overreach into your money when you win.
But you got to have
Hard cover.
professionals for that.
You need people who have knowledge in trying to, like you say, keep that money out of your hands and other hands initially and stuff. And in other words, make that money work for you. So like
Well,
people say,
Nanya-
once you have money, it is easier to make money off your money when you have that kind of money. You don't have to do anything, but you just invest it properly. You keep it in other accounts properly, and that money, just on interest alone, will make you enough money to sustain not just you, but 2 or 3 generations down the road.
Well, like this is the thing too, drone shots. Like he's saying, 250,000, you'd have like 500 accounts, but I'm sure there's special accounts out there for large amounts of money to where one account could have $100 million sitting in it, but it has to be some special account that, you know what I'm saying? That's
Well, the smart people have learned over the years that money management makes money.
Right.
And spending your money doesn't make you any money.
No, that's true. Like I say, investing. And that's why I say, people, they get money like this, and the things they buy are not investments. It's temporary status stuff. Now you go out there and you're buying land, you're buying housing, stuff that never depreciates and stuff. Like I say, property, no one's hardly ever lost money buying housing, because housing continues to go up. So like I said, you invested in housing, you invested in other things, you invest in the market for the long run. Certain things you invest in gold, even though gold may not be rising as fast as it was a couple of years ago, but look at the price of gold 20 years ago compared what it is today. It doesn't lose value. Same thing with silver, hasn't lost value. So these are the type of things that you spend money on that will continue to grow in worth down the road.
Oh, could you imagine? They were talking about that, like if the U.S. decided to go back on the gold standard, that the
Mhm.
ounce of 1 ounce of gold overnight would jump to like $200,000 or $300,000
Hmm.
because they would adjust it to cover the
Right.
trillions of dollars
Mhm.
of whatever we have in stockpiles. Because the U.S. we supposedly have the largest stockpile of gold in the world, what they say.
Yeah.
Um, But
We'll-
that's what I'm
we'll
saying.
find out.
In order to adjust to the actual paper money, it would the
Mhm.
price of per ounce would go up like crazy.
Yeah. So, so like I say,
Invest in video games and toys, Sean said.
and you know what? Sean's not not off on that. And the class example I always shared is that I remember when I was in the military and I was re-enlisting, and they were giving me like a $6,000 bonus for re-enlisting. And I was trying to convince my wife to let me take at the time $1,000 of that money and let me buy stock in Walt Disney. Stock in Walt Disney back then was about $27 a share. And I wanted to buy $1,000 worth of Walt Disney stock. This is back in 1986. Walt Disney stock today, and I was going to buy it in my oldest son's name. And I was going to set it up where it would have I call it not like a revolving type thing. Basically, it reinvested itself. Once it made enough interest on it, it would continue to buy more shares. And
Right.
I had it set that he was going to keep it till he turned age 21. We would have had over $250,000 off of $1,000 investment if we'd have done that when my son was just a year old, and when I re-enlisted off that $1,000.
And how many
But
times in our
Disney stock
lives?
now is like, I think it's like $80, $90 a share. And I would have accumulated by now, I would have had over 5,000 shares by now.
Yeah, and imagine how many times in your life that you've had the opportunity to do something like that, and you were like, "Oh, nah," and then
Hey,
it turns
Drake.
out like how many people thought Bitcoin was worthless, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and if they would have bought it when it was pennies,
Dre,
Mhm.
Dre, does in
Would have
your
been-
calculation, does that include share splits? You know how they split every once in a while, and
Right. And
10 shares,
that's
then
what
you
I'm
got
saying.
20 shares. And
Yeah, that's what I said. I estimated I had over 5,000 shares in Walt Disney by now. I mean, he would have used it up probably when he was going to college and stuff. But the fact, like I said, it was an investment that it invested upon itself and gained wealth because the market has continued to grow.
what's up,
So
Sean?
even though the market may dip every once in a while, you look at the trends, even though it dips, it always comes back stronger and even higher. People are talking about, oh, the market's going to crash, this and that. I said, you look at the difference what the market was when the last Bush was in office compared to where it is now today. Because I used to watch it, and I think it was barely over 10. I think it might have been over 10,000 when the last Bush was in office. Right
Wayne B.
9,000, something like that. And now it's over 30,000.
What are you doing in here?
Wayne B said he'd invest in hookers and blow.
It's like that dude guy interviewed for the lottery.
Mm. Yeah, somebody's on the loose. Well, I'm glad David showed his face because I was getting a little worried. I thought Laura might have buried him in the backyard or something.
Not yet.
All of a sudden, Laura becomes a real conscious gardener in her. She's out
I
there
don't have a
tending to.
garden either.
Captain Joe said he wanted to invest in, he wanted to buy $3,000 in eBay back in the day.
Mhm.
It was $14.98. And so now it's worth $500 a share. And that's why she's the ex-wife.
Yeah. Well, I just, every time we talk about money, two things I don't take my wife to do nowadays. I don't take her when I go buy cars, and we don't talk about stocks. Because I always remind her.
Got bubbles here. I want to turn some of these people around and ask you guys, sir, can I ask you what your lucky numbers are?
I'm gonna pick 14, 24, 2, 7, 15.
Oh, those are your lucky numbers. Can I tell you what? Do you know your chances of winning?
Slim to none.
Slim to none. You're right. Let me tell you, it's 1 out of 292 million. What do you think about that?
I knew it.
You knew it. Your numbers are lucky, though. Am I right? Can I ask you, if you won all the money, what would you do with it?
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
Oh, okay. You're hoping for a different answer. That's probably not the answer that we're looking for.
That's funny.
At least he was honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah is still finding coffee.
You know, if he got a bunch of hookers all at once, they'd eat him up, wouldn't they?
Yeah, he didn't even
He
hesitate.
would
Man.
boost,
He
he would
just
boost
said
the
it.
economy wherever he lives,
Yeah.
putting all that money out in the streets.
Well, you know, that always amazes me too. Every once in a while, you get a report of a guy taking $100 bills and throwing them out the car or throwing them down the street or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Well, the best one was when I think it was in California where the armored car, they stole the armored car and they threw all the money out the back
Out the
while
back
they were going
doors.
down, while
Yeah.
the police were chasing them. Dude, you never seen a freeway come to a standstill so fucking quick.
Mm.
And people were jumping out of their cars, grabbing cash, and the cops are trying to run around and grab all the money from people. And they're just chucking it in their cars. And then people are driving off. Oh my God, dude, that was crazy. But they were chucking money out of the back of the truck as they were going down the road. The police were chasing them.
That's what you call causing a diversion.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because like I said, you never seen a freeway come to a standstill so damn quick. What's up, Jonathan?
Well, you know, that would be fun to do, Dre, would be to rent a Brinks truck, put tons of fake money in it, like Monopoly money, and leave the back doors open and walk away and then just film it and see what happens.
Oh, you can get realistic prop money that looks real as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Right, hold on, I'll show you one that I got.
Yeah, I used to see it all the time when I worked up at the casinos. We get a call of people, and I think the $10 bill was always the most called on. Fake $10 bills.
Fake tens, huh?
Yep. People like to use those $10 bills to counterfeit them. And they sit there and act like, I didn't know. I just went to the ATM and got this money. I said, which ATM you
I
get
had
it
a
from?
$100 one.
And they
I don't know where it's at.
that's
I
when they
had a
start
$100
stammering
one.
about it. And I say, we used to get classes from the Treasury Department on what to look for and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know
Well,
what I
yeah.
did with it, but I
What
had
is
a
it that-
$100 bill that looked real.
They got a ribbon that's printed in the bills now.
Yeah.
Well, they've had the security strip in there for quite a while, but there's also depends on what bill it is. Also, you also have the double face on a lot of the money now, where one is you get the regular face where it's supposed to be, but and you put it on the right light, you get another face.
Image.
shows
So like
up. So you
it's
call
like
it
a
double
hologram.
face. Yeah, the hologram double face. You have you got the embedded strip, and there's usually two embedded strips. One's towards one of the edges, the other one's towards the middle. And then and the other things as far as doing
Donald?
the serial numbers and stuff.
No, but you can get ultra realistic prop money. You can buy it on Amazon. And it
Mhm.
looks real, except for in small letters at the bottom, it will say movie production money, or
Yeah,
it'll have
it's
some
not
kind
legal-
of thing.
Not legal tender.
Right. But see, like Dre was saying, though, the reason they counterfeit the smaller bills is because those are easier to pass off in
Yeah.
stores and stuff, because
Right, because
people don't look at ones, fives, and tens.
Yeah, 10s were
They
real
usually
popular.
check 20s and higher.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
Huh.
most
Like I
people,
can,
most places will test a 20 in a heartbeat. You go to Walmart, whatever, back in the day, they got the little yellow markers and they'll do it across there. But $10 bills, people don't think about it. 20s and up, and like a lot of places won't even take anything above a 20. You go to a gas station, fast food places, they won't take anything above a 20.
not
as far
unless
as
you're
the single
spending most of
denomination.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And stuff. I mean, even the single denomination, they won't take a $50 bill. No matter if you spent $49.99, they will not take a $50 bill a lot of times. They say, oh, you give me 2 20s and a 10.
Jonathan Jackson, good morning.
And
Because they
places
had a
like
problem
that,
with,
I was gonna say places like that, when they tell you stuff like that, it's because they don't have a drop system behind the counter. Where you get large bills, they drop into a safe right away. So they don't get caught with a lot of money in the till, in case they get robbed. Places that tell you they won't take large bills are ones that do not have a drop safe system.
Hey, Laura Mudball's got some comments on your coloring.
paint by numbers.
Oh, Laura, you can go help out Matt with his color grading.
Yeah.
Probably be an improvement.
Uh,
Hey, Gitchy's here.
Mudball's also impressive that I've got 2 cameras set up.
What's up, Dan? My daughter likes to do the adult coloring books. They got real extensive drawings in them.
Mhm. Well, I'm going to head out. I've had
Yeah.
enough fun today messing with Justin, so I'm good.
Yeah, we've been on for quite a while. I think I'm going to call it.
Yeah, I'm about to go live
Yeah.
then.
And everybody have a great day. Justin, thanks for being here, my friend. Dre, you're always welcome. And Laura, you too.